Today we got two giant Buster armors going head to head. Hulkbuster versus Justice League Buster. Who's coming out top? Well, let's find out. As the name implies, the Hulkbuster is a specific variant of the Iron Man armor that's designed to fight against and subdue the Hulk. Now, there have been a whole lot of Hulkbusters Tony has built throughout the years, so instead of just choosing one in particular, we're going to be combining all of them together and using a composite version of the armor for purposes of this fight. Now, being designed to fight against and take down the Hulkbuster armor is obviously superhumanly strong, being upgraded with a magno-hydraulic pseudo-musculature, actually strong enough to effortlessly take down Avengers like Luke Cage, Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk. Probably most impressively, the Hulkbuster armor is even able to battle against World War Hulk in one-on-one combat, who is easily one of the strongest versions of the Hulk ever seen, plowing through Earth's heroes like they were nothing. It's also got to be superhumanly durable in order to fight against the Green Goliath. It's built with impact-resistant carbon composite plating. It even comes with an anchoring system in order to protect it from attacks. But the Hulkbuster armor isn't just superhumanly strong and durable, it's also got a large assortment of weapons built into it. It's got a Medic railgun launcher, can deploy minefield, has extremely powerful repulsors, an ultrasonic blast, gamma blades, which can create a line of radiation, able to cut even through the Hulk's skin, a gravimetric field generator that temporarily cancels the pull of Earth's gravity on an object, and even comes with a magnetic compact module, which uses magnetic fields to polarize an opponent, essentially making the person's atoms repel one another. So, we got one corner, one of Iron Man's most powerful suits of armor, the Hulkbuster. But, entering the ring, at the corner, one of Batman's most powerful suits of armor, the Justice League Buster. The Justice Buster is an armor designed by Batman to fight against the Justice League, hence the name. The suit is designed to act as a countermeasure if the Justice League is ever compromised, and is built to take each League member out as quickly as possible so that Batman can move on to the next person seamlessly. The Justice Buster suit has only appeared in Endgame, so while it hasn't been around for long, Bruce definitely spent some serious cash on it. In fact, Batman said the Justice Buster cost 60% of the world's military budget, or something in the range of $4 billion. And the majority of that budget was devoted to getting the computer server to be fast enough to keep up with the Flash's movements. And even then, the computer still can't keep up with the Flash, was going at 100%. Now, the armor is built to take on the Justice League, so you better believe it's both superhumanly strong and durable. Strong enough to punch Wonder Woman, send her flying into buildings. Even sent Superman flying with punches before as well. And the armor is built to take attacks from League members like Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Although it definitely does have its limitations, as the armor is able to be ripped apart by Superman when he got in close. The armor also isn't particularly agile, built like a tank, being rather large and bulky. Now, since the Justice Buster is designed to take down the Justice League, Batman has got specific weapons and equipment to take down each League member. He's got the Binds of Vel, which are kind of the antithesis of Wonder Woman's lasso truth, and cause her to hallucinate throughout the battle. He can shoot out magnesium carbonate foam to drain the moisture from Aquaman's body, frictionless coating that causes Flash to slip and fall, an EMP blast to disable Cyborg electronics, and equipment to impair Green Lantern's willpower. Then, in order to take on the big gun, to defeat Superman, he's got plasma shields and thrusts and thermal in order to deflect both heat vision and freeze breath, and Red Sun brass knuckles. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, Batman vs. Iron Man is already a rather iconic fight, which makes sense. Both genius, billionaire playboys, both figureheads for their specific team, even their specific comic book companies, just makes sense. But Batman and Iron Man also each developed their own specific busting suits, with one designed to take down the Hulk, designed to take down the actual Justice League. So who's coming out on top here? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Also, just a note, Since Iron Man has created many different versions of the Hulkbuster throughout the years, we're just going to use a composite version of the armor instead of singling out one in particular. Now, first things first, let's take a look at physicality. Actually going to be an absolutely crucial part of this video. Specifically with the Hulkbuster armor, it was designed to match up against and square up with the Hulk. So clearly, it's gotta be immensely strong and powerful. And they are both insanely strong and powerful. The Justice Buster does seem to have some pretty impressive striking feats, considering he's able to send Wonder Woman flying one good wallop, actually sent Diana flying around 150 feet across, actually into and through a building. But let's compare them to the Hulkbuster, specifically World War Hulkbuster, designed to fight against a much more powerful and vengeful Hulk ever seen before. Yet the Hulkbuster was able to send Hulk absolutely flying, literally flying across an entire city block and sailing through multiple buildings on top of that. Also able to create some absolutely massive shockwaves by dropping Hulk down out of the sky. So yeah, I'm going to say that Hulkbuster is definitely the stronger one here, seeing how he was able to send the Hulk flying a whole lot further than Justice Buster did with Wonder Woman, and Hulk is a whole lot heavier than Diana on top of that. And I know, you might be saying, well, Justice Buster also fought against Superman. Why aren't you including that? Well, that's true. Justice Buster did fight against Superman. Now she sent Clark flying good 50, 100 feet, as well as bust through pavement, knock over cars, create a massive hole in the ground. However, what it might be worth mentioning, the only reason that Justice Buster even remotely managed to fight against Superman was because of his miniaturized red sun's capsulized and sealed the knuckles of his suit, basically forming a kind of brass knuckles, weakening Superman's powers. And while it's great for battling against Kryptonians, not so great for battling against anyone else. And honestly, I'm not so surprised that Hulkbuster is the stronger one out of the two. Justice Buster was created to merely survive in a fight and hold off its opponents for long enough to release a specifically repaired attack and target a weakness. Hulk doesn't really have any of those weaknesses, and so Hulkbuster was specifically designed to match against the Hulk in a straight-up fight, and seemingly beat Hulk at his own game. So what about durability? Well, both have taken punches on the likes of Superman, Hulk, and Wonder Woman. They've both been punched through buildings, both managed to keep on going through damage that should have definitely destroyed their armor and killed the user. So I'd say durability is roughly the same. But Iron Man is going to be able to exploit Justice Buster's durability a whole lot better, seeing as how the Hulkbuster armor is just undeniably stronger. They also both got shields to just straight up block attacks, with Justice Buster blocking Superman's heat vision, and Hulkbuster being equipped with some of the greatest and strongest shields out of any Iron Man armor. Tony's also built in surface level force fields which aid the armor's hull and healing all the more. Basically, regenerative undersheath nano repair and layered invisible force fields. Then we got speed. And speed is actually a rather interesting one, because the standard Iron Man suit is seriously fast. It's capable of flying at Mach 10 speeds, but in exchange for strength and durability, Hulkbuster obviously had to cut down on speed, one of Stark's slowest suits. However, Hulkbuster is still surprisingly fast and agile, mostly because Hulk is surprisingly fast and agile, and Hulkbuster has to keep up with the Hulk in all aspects, not just strength and durability. On the other hand, with the Justice Buster, well, Bruce actually created it specifically to be able to compete with the Flash, and spent $4 billion to do that. But while the suit's computer servers are fast enough to keep up with the Flash, the suit itself is rather large, bulky, not necessarily agile. It can't even fly like the Hulkbuster can. So, Justice Buster is still technically faster, keeping up with the Flash, insanely impressive feat, but both are still rather bulky and tank-like. And so I don't think speed will be the be-all, end-all in this fight. In fact, still think that Hulkbuster is physically more impressive. And that's just because they were built for different reasons. Like we said, Hulkbuster was designed to square up against the Hulk, just try and physically beat him into submission. On the other hand, Justice Buster was designed to just survive long enough in a fight against the League to unleash one of their special weapons designed to target the weaknesses. And this gets in the next point of discussion. Both Buster armors have more than just their physicality going for them. A whole lot of gear and weapons too. However, here's the problem for the Justice Buster. This could actually seriously hold it back in this fight. Because you see, the suit is designed to take down the Justice League. Because of that, a lot of his weapons are designed to take down the Justice League. He's got a Citron Neuralizer to disrupt Green Lantern's willpower, frictionless coating to slip up the Flash, magnesium carbonate foam to pull the water from Aquaman's body. None of those weapons are going to do anything to Hulkbuster, considering that it doesn't necessarily run on willpower, can fly, doesn't even be bothered by frictionless coatings. The magnesium carbonate shouldn't do much against a suit of armor. Its red sun knuckle dusters aren't going to do anything. When the Justice Buster was buried in the building's rubble, it was enough to interrupt and throw off his heat vision, shielding, and thrusters. The only weapons I could see being effective at all against Hulkbuster were the electromagnetic nerve tree designed to take down Cyborg, which we never really saw in action, then the Biance Veils, which caused Wonder Woman to hallucinate and throw her off for the rest of the fight. But even those might not be super effective. It appears that the Biance Veil have to make direct contact, and Hulkbuster armor is just absolutely massive, so it's not going to be even close to direct contact. Though we have no idea how the electromagnetic nerve tree works, safe to say it's designed to function like an EMP, something along those lines. And Tony has definitely prepared himself for EMPs. In fact, he said that all armors are capable of withstanding solar flare level EMPs, even Hulkbuster, so he should be able to stand up to it. On the other hand, the Hulkbuster armor has a lot of weapons that actually be effective in the fight. There are repulsor beams, unibeams, missiles and rocket launchers, Gatling guns and energy cannons, deployable minefield, as well as some gamma radiation weapons that were specifically targeted at the Hulk. So, end of the day, who wins? Well, I think that Justice Buster's greatest weakness is that it's actually just a Justice League Buster. It was specifically designed on the off chance that the Justice League attacked him, and isn't really designed to battle against anyone else, seeing how even its weapons are just designed to target the Justice League weaknesses. On the other hand, while the Hulkbuster was initially designed to beat the Hulk, because of the way that it was built, it actually be used to fight against any high-powered threat, like Ultron and even the Avengers. Justice League Buster might actually be a better Buster suit, since it beat the Justice League on its first time out, but throw it up against anything else, doesn't look that great in comparison. And it's not even like Batman was going up against a full-powered Justice League. As an endgame, Batman noted that Wonder Woman is a bit slower than usual, and Scott Snyder even said the saving grace for Bruce in this fight, the League isn't completely at full strength, because they've been Jokerized. On the other hand, it's definitely questionable just how much Hulk holds back against Tony, especially in events like World War Hulk. I think Hulkbuster is just the more powerful suit, probably the better built suit, and it's ultimately coming out on top here. Hulkbuster wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. To sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, subscribe button, turn notifications, join the DanCo army, and I will see y'all next time.